for the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause.
We will now move to interview. Yes, please. All right, Barbara Gatlin and also Irene Beanie
like the hat.
All right.
Yes.
You may proceed.
Thank you very much. I'm Barbara Gatlin, President of Texas Homeowners for HOA Reform Incorporated. I speak on behalf of our organization today and thanking the senators for giving this time to speak. We are a nonprofit organization made up of homeowners from all across Texas who have united in an effort to change the laws regarding mandatory HOAs and support new laws protecting the rights of Texas homeowners and associations. We appreciate the past efforts of Senators Lindsey, Wentworth, and Senator West in trying to listen for Texas homeowner concerns. And in fact, I recently listened to the hearing in 2002 in Houston, and Senator West, you had a lot of great questions and ideas, and it sounds like I hope we'll be able to use some of those too. I have a brief statement about TUPCA in general, and then due to the short notice of hearing that we received, I've asked one of our directors of the organization, Beanie Adolph, to assist me by addressing just a few of the major points of concern we have with TUPCA. As many of you know, she and her family are the creators of HOAdata.org, where you will find the extensive study they did of foreclosure filings in Harris County that is still valid today. I've given you a handout of some of the graphs and things from HOAdata.org website for you to look at. Thank you for adding our association, our organization to your hearings agenda at the last minute, because otherwise the voice of homeowner rights advocates would not have been heard. We hope this is a good indication that the legislature is going to listen and finally respond to our concerns. The TUPCA supporters here today have told you that homeowners were represented in the writing of TUPCA. We were not. No homeowner rights activists were invited to participate or asked for their comments.
Well, you have been now.
Thank you. And we appreciate that. We really do. Nor were any...
I'll make certain that they are part of the group that meets.
Thank you very much. Nor were we included when HOA attorney Michael Gaynor drafted Property Code 204, which HOA data shows him as the second highest filing foreclosures in Harris County. A member of the Bar Association's POA committee, Jeffrey Tompkins, spoke at the House hearing in March earlier this year, representing himself. He said homeowners were not fairly represented and pleaded with the representatives to throw out TUPCA because it will not stop.
Reality is you can get beyond that testimony in terms of not being represented. You are now. So
okay,
let's go to the next point.
Thank you. You're right.
I just asked, Barbara, that as you work with the various groups that have testified, that we do so in a constructive manner.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you have issues, set them to the side.
Yes, sir. We do, and I appreciate that.
Things that you can agree upon. Excuse me for 1 second. Things that you can agree with them on. Things that y'all can't agree on, set them to the side, and we'll deal with those issues at that point in time. But you're sitting at the table now, so you don't have to worry about not sitting at the table representing homeowners in the state of Texas. You're sitting at the table.
Okay. Let me just look over the rest of my speech and see if there's something in
if that's what it is, I've taken care of your concern. We can address those, but what I'm saying is that my style is this. I want all of y'all to sit down and figure out what you can agree on. If you can't, and if there's some things you can agree on, set those to the side. Agree on what you can. Those things that you can't, bring them back to us.
Okay.
Let us know what they are. All right?
Mm-hmm.
The things that you think should be included in TUPCA that are not, so be it. I mean, the Realtors Association have said there's things that they think should or should not be involved in a Susan, right. I mean, so there's a lot of different issues associated with it. The question is whether that the legislation should move forward, and if it does move forward, what should be included or what shouldn't be included.
Okay. Well, we would ask that the legislation not move forward with TUPCA.
All right. And the reason is?
Well, okay. Mrs. Adolph.
Sure. Would you please state your name and who you represent?
My name is Irene Beanie Adolph, and I became involved in this when an HOA was going to be forced on our subdivision, and that's when I started learning, because when they spoke before and said everyone knows about HOAs, I had never heard of it, and I've been living in our home since 1960. You don't want to go into all that, but so I will go directly to our concern.
These are just part of the filings with the court of papers for a few blades of grass. This lawsuit should have never been filed. It is intimidation, it is harassment, and it has absolutely no merit. And my concern is that TUPCA is going to allow even more abuse by homeowners association. The CAI does not represent homeowners. Would you like to see what CAI thinks of homeowners and advocates out of their own magazine? This is what we look like to them. This is a picture. This is the cover of their trade magazine representing advocates for homeowners associations and people that are against them.
Okay, we need for you to, you can come.
She has a card.
All right, please come forward, okay? Have you ever filled out your card? Have you filled your card out? You can fill it out after you testify, but we'll need you to fill it out. Please come in and identify yourself.
My name is Arshia Khurshid.
Okay.
I'm in Stone Oak in San Antonio, Crescent Oak, Stone Oak Homeowner Association. I bought a house 4 years ago. I was never informed.
Microphone.
I was never informed about the HOA. At the day of the closing, you're told to sign. It's good for the community. We do the maintenance. No pool, nothing. And I made a rock garden. I submitted approval. I submitted approval for the rock garden, and I did a patio, concrete work. Now they came back. They're saying I'm violating the bylaws. It's nowhere in the bylaws. They came back with 17 violations. Having a clothesline is a violation. My next door neighbor has it, the clothesline, and I have approval letter with it. And he's a board member, but it's a violation if I have it. My rock garden is a violation. I have 17 violations. I went back and asked them for mediation, and they told me to submit another approval for the rock garden, and I did. There's no way mediation. They're coming back with violations on me, and they want to foreclose on my house. I have all the proofs, all the letters, and
What I'd ask you to do is